If I had $1 for every Apple iPhone rumor that's floating around right now, well, I'd have a lot of dollars, probably enough to pay off my account at the Apple Store. We don't know what Apple's going to do, but Wall Street and technology watchers are pretty convinced that Apple is going to have a new iPhone something for March, April, May, sometime in the spring, even though they just updated the phone in September. Increasingly, people believe that Apple is going to be moving toward a twice-a-year update of many of its products, and this would be the first one. So the rumors are things like, well, that Apple is going to come out with a phone based on the iPhone 3 that would sell for $99 or maybe even free. And people are saying it's a Samsung killer. Okay, that's one possibility. The possibility at the other end is there's actually going to be an iPhone 6, a whole new model at the upper end, which would let Apple move everything down. What the features of that would be, your guess is as good as mine. But the idea that it might, mirror all the new features on the Samsung Galaxy models, that it would come up with different things, that it would have a whole new, a whole new edition of talents for Siri, all those things out there. But I think what's really important here is not so much what the phone would look like or what the marketing strategy would be or where the price points are going to be, but the growing consensus that Apple is moving toward a twice-a-year product cycle. This would be a huge, huge change. It's an immense challenge. And one of the things that you learn in business school is that what smart companies do is they figure out what their competitive advantage is over their competitors and run with it as hard as they can. For Apple, it's not manufacturing, since they don't manufacture. It's not even necessarily technology, but it's the incredible supply chain they've built, the money they've spent on bringing suppliers up to steam, the money they've spent in making sure that when the capacity is needed, it's there. So Apple is really invested in becoming the world's best supply chain company. I'm not sure they're there yet, but that's really their competitive advantage as they see it against companies like HTC or Nokia, or maybe even up against Samsung. But the whole point is that if that's what you spent your money on, what you really want to do is do something that's going to make it very hard for competitors who haven't made that investment to keep up. And so if you've invested in the supply chain, you really do want to move from once a year upgrading a product to twice a year. And that's what Wall Street seems increasingly convinced that Apple is going to do. This is Jim Jubak for Jubak Asset Management.